What's going on, people? Welcome back to another video. Gameweek 5 as is approaching that quickly. It didn't feel that long ago that Gameweek 4 finished, and boy, what it was so bad. I'm not even gonna point out individual performance because everyone sucked. Everyone was fucking shit. Like only 2 returns out of an 11-man squad. I can't even point out anything. Haaland is the only one who did with at Verbruggen. The fucker actually was about to get 8 points, but he got a yellow card at the end for time wasting in a freaking match that was bound to end 0-0 right at the end. He still went for a time wasting strategy and got a yellow card and lost his bonus points, and just made a total mockery of the pick here. Like, come on. And Haaland is the one who got the return. He's literally carrying my team on his back. He might even get a back injury at this point. Salah didn't get anything. Diaz didn't get anything. Those are the 2 big ones that missed out on. And then Nottingham Forest as well. Nottingham Forest just surprised them completely and just made history. And it's just it had to happen. Like right after the international break. Everyone's saying it's the classic case of things happening after the international break. Just when there was a momentum carrying on, the international break came in and then killed everything. It's just a tragedy at this point. Gameweek 4 is one to forget, and I just really like to forget João Pedro, not Pedro Porro. João Pedro also got a knock on his way back. It wasn't even reported in the press conference. No one even asked. Like, it was so sudden as well. So if he doesn't play against Nottingham Forest, then he was a complete waste of space, waste of a pick. And there was also Greaves on the bench who got a clean sheet. That means I can actually rely on him next week. Mosquera, good thing he actually started. The manager actually praised him for his recovery. I think he's a guaranteed starter, so I was right to pick him right at the end. I wanted to fit Pedro Porro in, so I ditched Raya and got Verbruggen and Flecken instead. It's not that much of a difference now. I'd rather have Gabriel than Raya at this point because Gabriel scored a header. Spurs are completely incapable of defending set pieces. Gabriel will come in eventually in game week 6. I'd rather invest on the Arsenal defense right now than the attack because news came in that Odegaard will be out for a longer period of time than expected. So I'm guessing after the international break he'll come back. But by that point you'll already have like 2 good fixtures gone. So let's look at my team selection because there's no point in talking about my transfer because I'm not gonna make any. The plan was to bank the transfer this week. Team selection for Gameweek 5. This week better go well than last week. Verbruggen, Nottingham Forest at home. He plays instead of Flecken. Pedro Porro, Brentford at home. I'm not expecting much. Maybe he could get an attacking return because the clean sheet looks just impossible at this point. Trent, Bournemouth at home. He got an assist in the UCL. So maybe he could get an attacking return again, but they did concede. But it was against Milan away, so it was a tough fixture. Greaves comes in instead of Lewis. Lewis was hooked off at halftime, but he did play that Champions League game. I'm guessing like Walker is saved for Arsenal, so I'm guessing like Lewis plays on the easier fixtures and Walker gets saved on the harder fixture. Hopefully that's the case. And Greaves comes in this time, Southampton away, instead of Lewis and Mosquera. He kept a clean sheet against Brighton, so in that logic, maybe he can also keep a clean sheet against Southampton. In the midfield, it's Rodgers, Eze, Luis Diaz, and Salah. All of them are self-explanatory. All of them have better fixtures than Semenya. Rodgers is a absolute point dodging machine. He also dodged points in the Champions League fantasy game for people. I'm not playing it this year, but people were freaking angry about this guy again point dodging, and he's making a habit of it. Involved in the celebration, but not involved in the goals and assists. Oh man, what a joke. Eze, Man United at home. He was about to take the penalty, but fucking Mateta just took the penalty off of him. Fuck you. You ruined my season last time around and you're doing it again. It's... Hopefully Eze gets the penalty because Mateta is just taking the piss out of us right now. Diaz, Bournemouth at home, and Salah with Bournemouth at home. Gakpo did play in the Champions League. Diaz got rested. It was said after the match that he actually planned Gakpo to play against Bournemouth this weekend, but because of the traveling, Gakpo was more fit or something like that, or Diaz was more fit. It's because of the traveling. I think Gakpo. This is why Gakpo started in the Champions League. He had more fitness than Diaz. Diaz was a little bit more tired, so he saved him for the weekend now. So that means that I have to get rid of Diaz soon, because he's gonna get rotated because of this Champions League. Salah's the one who's gonna be playing every single game, so I have to keep him. Finishing off the front line is Pedro again. He has to play this week. Haaland gets the vice captaincy because he plays Arsenal. And Nico Jackson with West Ham away. I'm expecting a goal in this one because he does step up in the derby matches. Salah gets the captain's armband because he plays Bournemouth at home. He has a better fixture than Haaland, but Haaland is currently fixture proof, but maybe he can actually outscore Salah, but I'm hoping Salah does the business. And yeah, Jackson has to score this time around because a lot of people has like Smith Rowe, and I'm against Smith Rowe. Jackson really has to shine and actually like make my wildcard worthwhile. So this is gonna be it. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on later.